Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Russ back again with another Madden 19 career mode episode. This is episode number 21, and we are going against none other than the Jacksonville Jaguars. Man, this team gave us so much trouble last season. It knocked us out of the playoffs, and I don't even think I ended up mentioning it, but the Jacksonville Jaguars ended up winning the Super Bowl in that sim. So they beat us in the wild card round and then won the Super Bowl. I don't get it, but Blake Bortles has a ring in this fucking sim just to show how crazy this shit is, man. But anyway, Texans versus Jaguars. Obviously, we are on a new team with a lot more weapons, so going against Jacksonville should be a little bit easier. And also, I believe I said in the first couple episodes that our O-line was pretty shitty. I don't know what happened, but some guys have got upgraded a little bit, and we have a couple above 80 guys, actually. We don't have a horrible O-line. We do have some bad ones in there, but I think it's mainly at right tackle and... Is it maybe left? Well, if right tackle and left tackle are a problem, then pretty much the whole O-line's a problem. But we have a couple decent guys in there at guard, I believe. Is right here. Will Fuller, man. That speed. I'm starting to like him more than DeAndre Hopkins. I just got to be honest here, man. By the way, I think this is the first episode that I changed my look back. I did not like the way I looked. I thought I looked kind of dumb with the long sleeves and stuff. So I just changed it back to tried and true rookie season Russ. So we're back looking the way we did. Is right there. Braxton Miller ends up finding the end zone after Will Fuller. And our receiving core, man, it is fun as hell. And I mean, it is fun as hell. 13-0 right now. Apparently, our kicker missed a field goal. Okay. Or extra point is what I should say, actually, not field goal. So we end up losing 1 point. And I don't think Blair Walsh ended up losing us a point all season long. I think that dude was actually money from field goals and extra points. So I don't know. Apparently, Blair Walsh is a god in Madden 19. Apparently, in the preseason sim, at least. Because the Texans kicker has missed more kicks than Blair Walsh, believe it or not. Really crazy. Anyway, but as I was saying, man, our receiving core is really fun as we ended up getting stopped and having to punt. But our receiving core is just really, really fun to play with. We have a lot of speed and just really good receivers. I mean, Will Fuller and DeAndre Hopkins is one of the best 1-2 punches in the NFL when Will Fuller is obviously healthy. But in the game, he's stayed healthy throughout the whole season so far, obviously. Only 2 games, but hopefully he'll continue to stay healthy. But those 2 receivers are just so badass. As we end up throwing a pick to Jalen Ramsey just a second ago, that was a bad read by me. I've been trying to force the ball to DeAndre Hopkins and just being kind of dumb with how I'm trying to get him the ball. Been going deep a lot. Probably way too much with DeAndre. I should run him on like actual routes and stuff because he is a 96 overall receiver. I should just quit trying to abuse him deep, and that's what I was trying to do when I threw that pick to Ramsey, just being way, way, way too greedy. But right here we do find him over the middle. That was an easy in route. I mean, he got off of Jalen Ramsey really easy, which made me think I need to start running this motherfucker on some routes and hitting him on some breaks. I mean, that's all I need to do. Danny Amendola was our best receiver on the Dolphins, and he really couldn't do any of that shit. You guys see how much separation DeAndre Hopkins is even getting on those breaks? It's pretty crazy. I just got to learn to use them. I did not, like I said, I did not have a really good receiver, let alone 2 really good receivers on the Dolphins. So, you know, we're still trying to get used to it here as we do find DeAndre Hopkins, who completely burns Jalen Ramsey. That was appropriate to throw deep, I would tell you that much. If there's any one of my throws that I've gone deep with DeAndre that makes the most sense, it was that one. So we get our touchdown, extend our lead, and what do? We get the ball back with about 40 and some change left, and I do what I just cannot stop doing for some reason, and I chuck it up to DeAndre Hopkins when he is clearly covered, and it's picked by Jalen Ramsey for the 2nd time this game. So after a great play to DeAndre where he completely burns Ramsey, now Ramsey has another pick on him. So it's 2-1 Ramsey to Hopkins right now. Hopkins has a touchdown, Ramsey has 2 picks. Granted, both of those picks are really dumb by me. I'm just chucking it up, man. I mean, that's Jalen fucking Ramsey. Obviously, he's a really high-rated corner. I should not just be chucking it up for no reason. But the Jaguars end up making it a 2-score game for basically no reason. I mean, I should not have thrown that up. And they come out in the second half, and they actually score another touchdown. So 20-17, we're only up by 3. So our 20-3 lead before half just completely goes away, and our revenge against Jacksonville is looking a little less likely. Obviously, we still have the lead, but unfortunately, our rookie tight end does end up going down with an injury, who was honestly played better than Ryan Griffin. So that was a little bit unfortunate that he went down, but you know, luckily he ends up not being out for that long. I'm not sure if he comes back in this game, but he's not out for multiple games or anything. But right here, we're not having a very good game, man. 7 for 14 with a couple interceptions, a couple ugly interceptions, but we're still in position to win. I mean, that's the bottom line, man. All we want to do is win in this series. We are ultimately trying to win a Super Bowl. You know, MVPs, stuff like that is cool, but we want to win a Super Bowl, and it's not that easy in this franchise, man. I mean, I get sacked a lot. You guys saw it right there. Yannick Ngakoue has sacked me 3 times in this game, and then I end up throwing another pick. My third on the game, and that was another ugly one, man. I ended up running kind of an experimental play that I hadn't ran out of the Texans playbook all that much. I ended up getting hit as I threw. Wouldn't really have mattered because it was a horrible read anyway. But they end up getting the pick, 20-17. We luckily get the ball back. So our defense stiffens up, obviously, Jadeveon Clowney. He's honestly the leader of the defense now. J.J. Watt doesn't really do shit in this sim. I don't know why. Even last year, I checked his stats. He only had like 6 or so sacks. The previous year to this, Jadeveon Clowney went nuts with like 15 or 16. But anyway, man, moving on. 3rd and 26, trying to seal this win against the team that ended our season last year. We're 1 yard short. 3rd and 6, we end up getting 25, and we have to ask the captain of our defense, Jadeveon Clowney, to get one more stop, and that's what he does. 20-17, we have to get 1 first down with them only having 1 timeout left, and this game is over. 2nd and 3, we run the ball one more time with our rookie running back. I can't remember his name. I know it's Kirby. Can't remember his first name, though. 3rd and 3, we go to the man that makes every catch imaginable when I throw to him under 10 yards. If I go anywhere over that, I'm pretty risky when it comes to throwing to this man. But DeAndre Hopkins ends up making the catch on 3rd and 3. We get 1,000 passing yards on the season with that 7-yard completion. And just like that, we end up sealing the win after it looked very, very bleak after the first half, man. We gave up our huge lead at 20-3 after the first half, and it was downhill from there, man. Our offense did not do much, but I ended up looking at the defensive drives, and Jadeveon Clowney ended up getting a sack on 2 third-down plays that I think ultimately ended up winning us this game. So JD ended up going off in the second half. We really did not. We did our best, our best stuff on our first 2 drives. We ended up scoring there with, I believe, Braxton Miller and Will Fuller. After that, we did not do that much, but ultimately we end up getting the win, and we get the win against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Again, the team that ended our season last year, so that felt really good, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Be sure to look out for the next one, and as always, I'm out. Peace.